What is second impact syndrome for youth athletes? Have you ever wondered what happens when a young athlete suffers a second concussion before fully recovering from the first? This situation can lead to a serious condition known as second impact syndrome. It is crucial for coaches, parents, and young athletes to understand this risk, especially in the context of concussion awareness, athlete development and well-being, and athlete health and safety. Second impact syndrome occurs when a young athlete sustains a second concussion while still healing from an initial concussion. The brain is in a vulnerable state and cannot regulate blood flow properly after the first injury. When the second impact happens, even if it is minor, the brain can swell rapidly and severely. This swelling increases pressure inside the skull and can lead to brain herniation, loss of consciousness, and in severe cases, death within minutes if not treated immediately. Youth athletes, particularly teenagers, are more susceptible to this condition. Their brains are still developing and tend to take longer to recover compared to adults. This syndrome is most common in contact sports such as football, hockey, rugby, and boxing. Although it is rare, the consequences can be devastating, with a high fatality rate and potential for permanent brain damage in those who survive. To protect young athletes, it is essential to allow adequate time for recovery after a concussion. Returning to sports too soon significantly increases the risk of second impact syndrome. The second impact does not need to be a strong hit. Even a minor collision or sudden jolt can trigger this syndrome. Symptoms of second impact syndrome can develop quickly and may include collapsing, seizures, respiratory failure, severe headaches, vomiting, and loss of consciousness. Recognizing these symptoms and acting promptly is vital for the safety of young athletes. Preventing second impact syndrome involves proper concussion management. This includes immediately removing an athlete from play after a suspected concussion, ensuring they receive a thorough medical evaluation, and following a medically supervised return to play protocol. Education and awareness about concussion symptoms and the risks of returning to play too soon are critical. Practical strategies to reduce the risk of second impact syndrome in youth sports include training coaches, parents, and athletes to recognize concussion symptoms and take any head injury seriously. It is also important to enforce strict concussion protocols that requiring clearance from healthcare professionals before an athlete resumes sports activities. Creating a culture where athletes feel safe reporting symptoms without fear of losing playing time is essential. Furthermore, monitoring athletes closely after a concussion for any worsening symptoms or new injuries can help ensure their safety. By understanding second impact syndrome and prioritizing brain health, coaches, parents, and young athletes can work together to create safer sports experiences and prevent the severe outcomes associated with repeated head injuries.